up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Bills offense versus the Steelers to kind of scout them out a little bit before we have to play them. Obviously, they've only had one regular season game, so it's the only game we can kind of go off of. I'm going to show some film from like the second quarter and then some of the second half as well to try to get an idea for what was going right for the Bills in the first half and what was going wrong, and what adjustments the Steelers may have made that caused that. And get an idea of what the Bills like to do. Now, one thing I do know is that the Steelers constantly kept a QB spy on Josh Allen, especially in the second half, because he had a lot of running success regardless, but I feel like that's something we are going to have to do. Good job stopping the run there. Now, unfortunately, we don't have someone like a TJ Watt, like just a dominant pass rusher. But we have to generate pass rush regardless, though. So they're looking at... I can't actually see their other safety. But I have to imagine there's one back here based on where he's positioned. If it's just a single high safety, he'd probably be a little bit more toward the middle, so I assume that there's another safety back here. Now, their receivers are much better than their tight ends. Knox can be a threat, but because of that, look to see a lot of three receiver sets with them. So we'll probably be playing a lot of nickel this game. I do feel pretty decent about Nick Needham up against like Cole Beasley. He's not super fast, so I think he might be able to handle that decently. As far as Stephon Diggs, I guess put X on him. You could put Byron, but I'd probably put X, and then put Byron on Emmanuel Sanders, I guess. Whichever one doesn't end up going against Stephon Diggs, I guess put on Emmanuel. Because I just don't really trust Nick Needham's speed against Emmanuel Sanders. So that's just my thinking. So let's take a look at that again. So this is something we definitely need to stop. This wasn't really a problem with Mac Jones, but Josh Allen's running ability, his speed, his power, his willingness to take the hit, that is something we're going to have to contend with. I think we should always have a QB spy. I kind of made a argument a little bit in the comment section of one of my videos, one of the film sessions, where someone said that we should use Jalen Phillips as a spy for Josh Allen. I kind of disagreed. I'd rather Andrew Van Ginkel. But thinking about it now, I kind of like the idea of the Bills not knowing exactly who the spy is. Maybe have Phillips do it one play, have Van Ginkel do it one play, have Jerome Baker do it another. Just kind of make it where Josh doesn't exactly know who the QB spy is. Just kind of keep changing that up. Maybe let Landon Roberts do it here and there. Maybe one of the safeties. Just kind of switch it up so he doesn't know where the spy is and where he can throw into with coverage. So yes, some more too high safety looks for Pittsburgh. That's not really what we do too much. We like to do a lot of single high. But still. But yeah, another three receiver set, which is very popular with the Bills. They also like to have Josh Allen in the shotgun with the running back beside him. Now they do some drop backs as well, but still. We are going to have to tackle. We're going to have some disciplined tackling, too. Now, I'm not expecting, whether it be Byron or X, I'm not expecting them to keep Stephon Diggs locked up the whole time. Now, I do think that either one of them is both of them are faster than Joe Hayden, so I don't think this is going to happen too much. and we don't play much zone. Hopefully we get some missed throws as well from Josh. That was definitely a thing with against Pittsburgh. This is one thing I want to see too, and this is something that Miami did very, very well last year. I noticed this because I watched the Steelers game before the Dolphins game came on. I like what they were doing with their defensive linemen. Like, look here. Let me show this play again real quick, and then... So, we don't get a very fast look about where everybody was lined up initially, but Joe Schobert is coming from over this direction to make it look like he was going to rush. He's going to go back, kind of sit in coverage a little bit. And I do love the communication they're showing. We need to do a lot of that too. But also, look at Melvin Ingram. Like, he's crowding the line of scrimmage, and he's going to back up, move a little bit, and then they're going to rush the safety. Like, they're keeping Josh Allen not knowing where the blitz is coming from exactly. This is the type of thing we're going to have to do. We have to try to confuse him. We were very good about doing this last year. But I think last week we were a little bit more predictable. Just in my opinion. I'll do the defense in another video. Okay. Yeah, look to have some jet sweeps and stuff like that. Again, we have to stay disciplined and shut that shit down. Could not have a repeat of what happened in Week 17 last year. Hopefully we get a little bit lucky, too, with Josh missing easy reads. Because this defender goes all the way up the field. He has this receiver wide open to be able to get some yak on a second down. But that's because they were able to get pass rush. So we didn't really have time to really survey the entire field. This is something we're going to have to do. I realize we don't have TJ. But one thing I will say, this left tackle was getting his ass smoked all day by Melvin Ingram and Alex Highsmith. So hopefully we can get some pressure over here. Rushing 4 here. Hopefully we can get some of this too. Some turnovers. Bills definitely like to do. But again, another 3 receiver set. Shotgun. We just really gotta look for those design quarterback runs because Buffalo ran a lot of them against Pittsburgh. And I have to imagine they'll probably do the same to us. But if you look at their left tackle here against Alex Highsmith, he's not punching yet. Lets Alex Highsmith get the outside. Right now, that's holding. Doesn't get called, but that is holding. It's the only reason Alex... Oh, there it goes. Yep. Good rep from him there, but... Alex Highsmith was pretty much just beating him right off the line just by being a little bit more athletic. So I think that Jalen Phillips might be able to actually give him some problems on that side. I'll tell you what, too, because Dawkins was kind of struggling with speed a little bit. I wouldn't mind bringing Shaquem Griffin up from the practice squad. Well, that was whack. Showing it to us like that. Too many men downfield. We definitely can't have too many of those. We got to pretty much be mistake free, especially on defense, because we know our offense is going to have struggles. And Pittsburgh's been pretty good about stopping the run. We're going to have to be the same. We're going to have to plug up gaps. We're going to have to do quite a bit to make sure that they can't get a consistent run game going. If they occasionally break one off, I'm okay with that, but they cannot just run the ball consistently against us. We cannot allow that to happen. We have to try to make the Bills one-dimensional. Look for this, too, because they know that we do a lot of man coverage. Look for them to do a lot of bunch formations and crossing routes. That's what they did in both of our games last year. And yeah, look for these design QB runs and scrambles as well from Josh. But we have to contain it just like that. So right here, the Steelers are staying disciplined. They're keeping their eyes in the backfield for Josh. And right here, Melvin Ingram is able to shed Dawkins to be able to get there. Looks like Cameron Hayward's also able to make a play here. Now, we don't have a Cameron Hayward on our team either, but see how he's controlling that wrist right there? Got his other hand inside, able to disengage with him quickly because of it. And we definitely have to do better situational football. Like, these third downs and stuff is where Miami really struggled last week against the Patriots. We have to do better. Hopefully we can get pressure like that. Keep making him throw it away. Keep making him make bad throws. Rush him. Contain the quarterback runs. Stay disciplined. Let's go to... I guess we can finish this drive out. Yeah, that was good coverage. Just a really good catch. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at this. We're now in the second half. I guess we can watch this return. But as you can see, it doesn't end up getting anywhere. But watch Alex Highsmith, his ball get off here. He's able to get that outside. Alex Highsmith just doesn't have another move to gash him inside. He doesn't really have the hand technique to really capitalize on this. But as you can tell, there is a speed difference there. I feel like Jalen Phillips might be able to exploit that. I would like to keep him under attack, like in different ways. Like I wouldn't mind, putting like a speedy Jalen Phillips on him, and then like the next play move like Emmanuel Ogba over there. So he has to, like, once he starts accounting for the speed, hit him with power. I would like to really test him a little bit. And they're going to make plays occasionally, too. I mean, they have a good offense. Can't stop them every play. But again, these multiple receiver sets, we're going to see a lot of them. Right here, it looks like actually 4 receivers. Actually, it might be 5. Got another 4 receiver set. Don't be shocked if we have double bunch formations. There we go. Don't be surprised if we see those. Like I said, Knox is an okay tight end, but they get most of their value out of the receiving core. So don't be shocked if we see this. And also don't be shocked with the draws and stuff as well. They really use the run to complement the pass. Just to keep teams honest. But we have to make sure we keep them under wraps. Can't let them get going too much with that. But we're getting a pretty decent idea of what the Bills are trying to do. Like I said, I really like the idea of just moving people along the defensive line. Try to keep Josh as confused as possible. Change up who the QB spy is going to be here and there. But always have a QB spy because his mobility is a threat. We have to get pressure in his face. Because he can still be pressured into making some pretty inaccurate throws. Yeah, and just stay really disciplined in coverage as well. I think that's pretty much going to do it, though. I mean, we pretty much have the idea of what they're going to do. The Bills' offense is pretty much a well-oiled machine in that way. They like to do multiple receiver sets. We know that they're going to do a lot of bunch formations and crossing routes, and they're going to have a lot of man coverage beaters, a lot of cover 1 and cover 0 beaters. That's what we like to do the most. So don't be shocked about seeing that. Hopefully we can make the adjustments and cover it accordingly. We have to be able to get some pass rush. Our interior defensive line really, really needs to step up this game, and hopefully we can get some pass rush on the inside as well. That's one thing that Pittsburgh was able to do. They weren't just getting pass rush from their edge rushers. I mean, yeah, TJ Watt went off. Alex Highsmith and Melvin Ingram both looked good, but they were still getting pass rush from Cameron Hayward. And, Bugs was eating up blocks and stuff like that. So we have to try to do the same in that regard. So, yeah. And hopefully we can cover up the middle of the field as well in the passing game a little bit more, too. The middle of the field was a bit of an issue all through preseason and with the Patriots game. So we have to shore that up, both in the run and passing game. So, yeah. It's going to be a rough game. I think we can win, but we can't play like we did against New England. We have to pretty much be mistake-free on both sides of the ball. All three, actually. We're going to need special teams to make some plays, too. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, appreciate hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. So, pretty much every YouTuber on this platform is pretty much doing ads like this. YouTube's ad revenue is broken. It doesn't really pay well anymore, so we have to look to outside sources to make our income. And if you like what I'm doing and you want to support me, I would greatly appreciate you going over to my Patreon. It doesn't take much. Just $1 a month would really help me out quite a bit and continue to help me be able to put out these videos, because I put a lot of time and effort into it, especially during draft season, watching the film and everything like that. So I would greatly appreciate you guys going to check out my Patreon. It is Anime Dolphin, no capitalization. The link to it will be in the description of this video and pretty much every video moving forward. So yeah, if you want to help support me, that'd be greatly appreciated. There's multiple different tiers. It's all explained well on my Patreon account. And if you want to check that out, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.